Hey, what's happening, everybody? We made it to the weekend. Congratulations. I first saw these on GOAT, and honestly, the first time I saw them, I went ahead and grabbed my size. I think I paid about 200 bucks for these before fees. And in my opinion, this shoe is worth it. I was hoping that the quality would be good, and we'll go over that here shortly. This pair of dunks is actually to commemorate the 75th anniversary of the NBA. The NBA has teamed up with Nike, and they're dropping a couple different colorways of the dunks. And with each one, they're kind of representing a different team, you know, that was there since the beginning. I know one of them is the Knicks colorway. Another one is the Nets. I went after that one on the Nike app the other day and struck out. But the one that I have is the Chicago Bulls colorway, and it's my favorite out of all of them. There was no better team to watch back when I was a kid than the Bulls, and you all know why that is. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's get into the 75th anniversary Dunk Lows in the Chicago colorway. It's on a shoe that is, you know, to celebrate such a big anniversary, and also in probably the most iconic Nike colorway that there is. It would have been nice if we had some sort of box that kind of also represented the occasion, but no such luck. We got our standard Nike Dunk box. The tag reads Nike Dunk Low Retro EMB. And the colors are sail, black, and chili red. And then I don't want to waste any time. I just want to get right into it. These shoes are just a masterpiece in my opinion. It's not the highest quality leather, but it's definitely better than your average Dunk. I think they definitely went out of their way to ensure that they were giving us, you know, better than average materials. The red leather on the mud guard and then going up the eye stays is actually really soft. It's got a nice little texture on it. The sail leather on the toe box and the side panels, it's actually decent too. It feels like it's more of like a heavier grade, but it feels like nice leather. It feels comparable to like a decent leather that you'd have on a Jordan 1, if that means anything to anybody. This color blocking, this, I don't know. I feel like they've been giving us way too many bangers lately. This pair of shoes, to me, is a big deal. You can see up there on the tongue, they gave us that 75th anniversary, and it's the NBA logo. And then down there at the bottom of the laces, I don't know how well you can see that, but there's a diamond etched in. And I guess the 75th year is the diamond anniversary, so that's why that's there. But it actually looks really clean. With stuff like that, I always worry that it might have a tendency to look a little bit tacky, but it actually looks pretty good. I don't know if I'll keep them on or not, because it's just the shoe doesn't really need that. It's a cool little touch. And you can see we've got a standard Dunk outsole, and it's in that chili red color. Looks nice. It's a really nice bright red, like it really pops. I like this on the black multicam Dunks, just the fact that the stitching was like a contrasting color in the midsole. And here you can see against that bright white midsole, they gave us black stitching, and I think that's a solid choice. I think that looks pretty cool. And while we're talking about black stitching, how nice does that black stitching look up against that sail on the back there? Looks great. And then that heel tab, the red thread spelling out Nike on that black leather. These things, these are beautiful. Then we'll start here on this mug guard. And like I mentioned before, this red leather here is actually, it's really soft. It's a nice quality. I wouldn't say it's the best material I have on a Dunk, but it is really good materials. I have no complaints with the materials, and they don't look sloppy. They're not misshapen or anything. Maybe you know what I'm talking about, maybe you don't, but sometimes I've been real unhappy with Dunks before, and these are great quality and they look really nice and clean. And I'm picky. I'm just really pleased with this pair. But you can see it's got a little bit of a texture on that red leather. And when you press on it, it gets those nice wrinkles, and it's just real soft and supple. Just a very nice material. And I love how it pops. Like, it's just a really bright, lively red. And then on the mug guard, we've got a sail leather. And like I mentioned before, it's a little bit more stiff and just feels like a heavy grade, but it's comparable to like Jordan 1 leather, you know? It's got a pretty smooth finish on it, and there you can see those perforations. And then we've got that sail leather on the side panels. And up here in the back, underneath these black panels. I think the decision to give us a bright white midsole and a bright white tongue, along with this sail leather here for the base of the upper, just well done. Well done, Nike. I am so pumped to have these shoes. The tongue is white, and it's just a nylon Dunk tongue, and it's got black piping going around it. And there's another look at that 75th anniversary with the NBA logo. We've got a black swoosh, and it's got a little bit of texture on it. And then wrapping around the back, and for the heel tab, we've got just a plain black leather. And it's got a decent feel to it as well. And I love that. I love the back of this. I love every angle of these shoes. I really do. But we've got a black sock liner and a black insole, and it says Nike in white.